Hey yo, on a Friday, JC3 on JCTV. Hey, we're coming to you live from Key Sneak Gym right here at the great place, Fatherhood. If you look to my left, he'll be on the right of your screen for those that don't know left from right. We are blessed to have Sergeant Major Tommy Fitzwater with us. He is a 21-year active duty service member. He's here with me at the great place. He's heading over to Fort Bragg, so if you're airborne, get ready. You're getting one of the best. He is about to bring the punishment home, right? I'm a leg, so I don't know about jumping out of a plane. It's fine. I do all my work on the ground, right?
Gravity takes care of it all.
Oh, it does. See, for the larger fellows like myself and the swole ones like Sergeant Major Fitzwater, the muscles just bring you right to the ground. See, I like the water. I just go straight to the ground there, too. So, like I said, we're blessed to have Sergeant Major Fitzwater here today, and the reason I asked him to join us is one of the accolades or titles that he's earned, right? Nothing is ever given, you earn it, is that he is Ranger certified or qualified. Let me know if I'm qualified using the wrong language. I am not a Ranger by any means. So I created a word yesterday called Ranger mentality. Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Oh, nice. See, I just made it up, but it happened to be a real thing. So with that being said, we'll just do a little quick back and forth. I'm actually bothering him in the middle of his workout. So you see the elusive, what they call a swollen primate, huge, getting his pump on, right? So, Sergeant Major Fitzwater, first off, thank you for your service. Welcome to being the first guest on JCTV. So with that being said, what do you feel was different about your mindset making it through Ranger School versus those that didn't quite make it their first time?
So I was lucky. I made it straight through being a soft skill MOS, which we all know sustainers, I mean, nothing's soft about what we do. It's very hard. But being considered a soft skilled MOS to make it straight through is one of those blessings that you get. You just have to have the mentality to never quit. So a lot of my career, like I told you before, getting through Ranger School was to prove one person wrong. I had an NCO when I was a young private that really didn't think very much of me. So, and that was my platoon sergeant or you know, what the equivalent of it was in the motor pool. But my team leader, he thought the world of me. So as soon as that platoon sergeant left on deployment, he pushed me to school, and my whole goal was to prove my platoon sergeant wrong and go straight through. So, I mean, I studied, I made sure that my Ranger buddy that was in school with me, we had a little saying like, hey, you ready to quit today? And he'd say, no, man, you can only quit in the morning. And this is like after RI checks at 9 o'clock. Like, all right, man, so we just go through the day, go to sleep, forget about it, and I just put your head down and just put that left foot in front of the right foot and just keep on walking through. But the mentality of not to quit, it was just to prove that one person wrong. And so, I mean, Ranger School's hard. It's not easy. I think there's about a 70% attrition rate in the first couple phases. And it was just to prove one person wrong, but I was a legacy. So I was third generation. So I had my own internal motivation to get there. But it was just, you just can't have a defeated attitude, no matter how bad it got, no matter how hungry you were, how tired you were, or anything like that. You just had to keep moving forward. And if you moved forward and supported your team, your team supported you, then you couldn't fail. But
okay.
you just have to have that want, desire, and pride, I guess. Because you can quit at any time. Nothing stops you from quitting in Ranger School except your motivation, your drive, your pride, and everything like that. But quitting and getting a no-go are two different things.
Absolutely. So being a follower and subscriber and routine commenter for you that are watching, look down at the comments, you'll see Tommy Fitzwater. That's him right there. The man, the myth, the legend, right? So with that being said, would you say, I haven't seen the videos before, like when I talked about motivation versus drive, would you say that your drive was being legacy, but the motivation was the wanting to do it out of spite to prove someone wrong? Would you say that those two went hand in hand and kind of the motivation fueled your drive?
Yes, that is a pretty good way to put it.
All right.
I would say that they both fed on each other, and that's what kept me going. So, yeah, the motivation and your drive, yeah.
Nice. Now, think back, if you can, to your worst day at Ranger School. I mean, whether it was inclement weather, you were cold, you were tired, you were hungry. In your darkest moment, when you wanted to quit, what is the one thought, the one mantra you just kept pounding into your head? If you could sum it up in 2-3 words, maybe one word, what do you think it would be?
I mean, my worst day, it was just drive forward. I mean, that's all I could think of was, no matter how much rain, how much heat was there or hunger that you had, you just drove forward. Because, in Ranger School, it's an individual school because every individual earns their tab. But it's a team event, much like the Army's a team event. So while you have drive and motivation to either be a legacy and prove somebody wrong, you can't let down your teammates to your left and to your right because you're in a squad, you're in a company, platoon, and everything. So your worst day and how you feel that day could cause your squad leader, your platoon sergeant that's trying to get a go on his patrol to fail. So a lot of that is going, crap, my Ranger buddy is trying to get his last go in this last phase, and my behavior or my energy is what's going to make him get a go or no go. So it's not letting your buddy down to your left and your right. Even though you're getting graded individually, if that squad fails, that squad leader fails and gets a no-go and gets recycled. So you have to, it's a team sport. The Army's a team sport. There's no individual things except for like accolades, but you're still driven through your team. And so when you can have a bad day, you just can't have 2 bad days in a row.
Can't have them in a row, right? So to let you get back to your workout here in a couple minutes, I only got 2 more questions for you. The first one is you keep beating on the mantra and the theme of team, right? And we all know that team means what? Together, everyone achieves more, right? So with that being said, some things about Sergeant Major that are very insightful and some things that are very positive, and as he says, moving forward and leaning forward in the foxhole, as not only is he a Sergeant Major in the United States Army, he's a father, he's a husband, he has 3 kids, one which is in uniform just like us, and thank you for her service. We really appreciate that. She definitely has big boots to fill. If she wants to carry those ID tags around her neck successfully, she definitely has the right role model and the right legacy to live up to.
I hope so.
So with that being said, just in a few words, team seems to be the common theme from, your team leader inspiring you and believing in you to making it through Ranger School as a team and now leading, our G3 team, but now you're going to Fort Bragg and you were going to take over a battalion and that is going to be your team. What do you say from your early days inspired you and pushed you to be a good team captain when you were just a teammate?
So it's knowing that one person can't achieve everything on their own. So everything's a collective group effort. So you have to learn ways to inspire your teammates and to get the mission accomplished. Because again, nothing can be done individually. Like I can go and write a report by myself, or I can go and dig a foxhole by myself. But it's the team to the left and to the right that are adding to that security or building upon your little thing that you got going on. But it's all about, one person's not going to charge a hill and take it out. You need your supporting cast or, the rest of the team. So it's just bringing everybody together, finding a common goal and working towards that. Whether it's when I was in Ranger Battalion, it was my goal after I made sergeant was to become the motor sergeant and to have a tabbed motor pool. So all 10 of my soldiers to get tabbed. And so whether that was me sacrificing one to stay back and go to Ranger School for deployment, and the rest of the team, you know, sucking it up forward in all the different locations we were, and that's what we did. And so it's showing that everybody was important to it, and how they all fit into it. And it was just, you have to build it because you can't do it all alone. And if you do it all alone, then you're not building a team, you're building an individual that is going to leave nothing when they go on to their next job. You're going to leave a broken organization if you can't build a team that is cohesive, that can carry on anything.
Well said. So basically, you can become a legend, but if you don't build a team, you will never have a legacy. And that's what it comes down to. Anybody can be a legend. Great leaders have legacies. So the last question, right? And we're going to pull at the heartstrings a little bit. To our viewers and to me and to the soldiers behind us that are working out and, you know, just really putting their left foot first and moving forward. As you say, drive forward, right? That's your thing. Your daughter's in uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Your flesh and blood, you know, and I know basic training, graduation, all that had to be, you know, a proud moment as a father.
Mm-hmm.
But in a few words, to close us out and get us started on our weekend, what is it that you would tell her as a father, but also on the other side, when you put the uniform on, what is it that you can tell your soldiers, the same advice to inspire their greatness?
All right. So I would say every day you learn a lesson. So you learn from your NCOs lessons of good and bad. So and even in life and in the civilian world, you see you see people that are good and then people that are toxic and everything like that. So you learn from everybody that you encounter or you have an encounter with. And so just like in the Army, you learn the good things that the leaders do and the bad things that the leaders do. So always take those lessons learned from the bad leaders and just know never to do those. Be able to see that and go, okay, I'm never gonna be that type of leader. I'm gonna emulate the good leaders. I'm gonna remember the bad ones so I don't emulate those. So it's, for me, it's know where you came from, know who you are, and take the lessons from the people around you, and don't repeat the bad, but inspire some good.
I don't even need to say any more. You know, he said it always, and I always tell my soldiers going through is I have good tendencies and I have bad tendencies. Learn what I do that's bad, that you don't like. Create your style from that. That way the people that you lead going forward will get a better leader who makes, you know, clearer, more sound judgment. But always, 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 at the end of the day, place other people's needs above your own. Train good today to be great tomorrow. Sergeant Major Fitzwater, we want to thank you for your service. Thank you for sitting down with us, and you know, God bless you and your family going forward. And I'm gonna keep following your career, and I'm excited to see the legacy that you leave at Fort Bragg, and then wherever the Army sends you after that.
Yeah, we shall see.
All right, y'all remember, in his own words, the legend, Sergeant Major Tommy Fitzwater, drive forward. JC3 TV, like, subscribe, follow, and as always, comment. You know you're gonna see this guy down there, right? And if you know him, say great things. Have a great weekend.